Good afternoon and welcome to cloudy Morrow, Florida here, Ellenwood, Florida, Morrow High School. Did I say Florida? Georgia, Ellenwood, Georgia here, Morrow High School. I'm Mike Shepard alongside Simone Stanley. We are here for the 2025 All-American game for minority softball prospects. And it looks like we're going to be able to get this one underway after some bad weather early this morning, Simone.
Yeah, so the rain, it came like around 5 a.m. Was a little steady rain till about 10, but now that's all out the way, and we're ready for some great All-American softball.
14 of the top players in the nation lined up today for Team AJ. 14 lined up for Team Aaliyah. This is gonna be spectacular. Right now, both teams really trying to get warmed up on the field. Again, we are just getting here to get this broadcast started, trying to pick the energy up because it's such a gloomy day here in metropolitan Atlanta. And we had such an incredible, long, late night and long day yesterday. And we're treated to some fantastic softball. For those who are just now joining in and joining us on MPTV, we want to welcome you. This is the final game of the November Showcase. Third year in the books after this game. And what a 3-year run it's been for minority softball prospects, for minority prospects and their softball side of the organization to really be of impact.
Yeah, it's incredible to see how the organization keeps continuing to grow, how it gets bigger and better every year. The fan support has been huge. And then also, like we talked about last night, the former MSP All-Americans coming back to give back. You have some big names in softball, period, that's getting involved, as we see today, A.J. Andrews and Aaliyah Andrews, the namesakes for these teams. So it's just been 3 years, but you can just tell the trajectory that this group is on. It's going to be huge real soon.
Simone, you hit the nail on the head right there. Legendary softball player, LSU alum, A.J. Andrews, coaching the what we're going to call the MSP Green Team today. Her sister, pro softball player right now, Aaliyah Andrews, will have the task of coaching the MSP Orange squad. Yesterday, we saw these girls get out during the showcase and really do some drills, go through a lot of what we would call functional softball drills to really kind of determine, just to show the world what their talents are and to showcase their talents. What of those players, which of those players really stood out to you?
I mean, it's hard to name just one. All of these players have just shown so many different things, and we talked about it when we saw the underclassmen in the future games. It was hard to believe that those players were the classification that they were because they were playing on such a senior level. But it's really been the pitching that has stood out so far this week. Specifically last night, we saw Jordan Ray on the mound. She had 6 strikeouts. We saw Dylan Jeffries L with 3 and Soleil Tate with 3 as well. So it's really been the work in the big circle that's been standing out to me.
When we talk about those games from last night, and those of you who had a chance to tune in and see it live, you can feel the energy through the television last night. You could feel it through the stream on how spectacular those games were, and you're absolutely right. Jordan Ray pitched an incredible game. Dylan Jeffries L came right back behind her. But the conclusion to that second game, the home run by Micah Mays to tie the game up after it had been a 1-0 lead the entire game, and then the stolen bases, the bad throw, and the 2 other runs coming across, winning it at the top of the 6th. That was just awesome.
It was, and shout out to the fans. Like you said, the energy has been electric. The fans stayed the entire night last night. We did have to make an adjustment and put 2 games last night that were supposed to be today, but you wouldn't have been able to tell based off the way the ladies were ready to go and that the fans were still rocking all night long.
Well, we have action on the field, and what you just saw right there were the ceremonial first pitches to get things underway with Aaliyah Andrews and AJ Andrews both throwing out a ceremonial first pitch, and that means a lot for those catchers. I'm guaranteed that they're going to save those balls and put those in their pocket and keep them for keepsakes for a long time.
Get some signatures.
Oh, yeah, definitely have to get those two amazing coaches to sign that. We're just a few minutes away from opening pitch here. And, you can just go ahead and mark this one exciting before it even starts. We're going to have Shemaya Williams on the mound for Team AJ. We're going to have Shania Gibson on the mound for Team Aaliyah. And I tell you what, you can't miss with either one of those players.
Absolutely not. And like we said, it's been the pitching that has really set the tone in this tournament. I don't see anything different happening in this game. Both of these games were low scoring yesterday because the defense really just keeping it tight, setting the tone. And when you look at these rosters, almost every player is committed to a university. There's only a few uncommitted players, and they are uncommitted not because they're not getting looks, just waiting it out, trying to see what spot is the best destination for them. But these are the best talented softball prospects in the nation.
And on your screen now, you're seeing the introductions of the rosters here. Again, 14 young ladies on each team. These are among the top players, minority softball players in the nation. And when you get to the seniors, this is what we're talking about here, class of 2026, getting to the seniors, this is when you get to the cream of the crop. We saw the underclassmen last night. We saw the futures. But these young ladies right here, a lot of them have worked for the last 3 years since the inaugural event to get to this moment right here. And I'm so excited for them.
Yeah, a lot of these players competing in this tournament since they were underclassmen, since they were futures. A lot of the players on the upperclassmen roster are two-time or one-time MSP All-Americans. So this is kind of like a conclusion on their career through this program. But a lot of these players we're going to continue to see as they matriculate through college, because a lot of these players are committed to HBCUs, and we know that MP puts on their HBCU softball All-American game. So we'll get to see a lot of these names through their college career as well.
Indeed, we will. When I think about this green team, as you see them getting called out, they just called Aubrey Moore out. Aubrey came in and won the home run contest last night for the upperclassmen division. Extraordinary player, headed to Texas A&M. Then you talk about players like Shemaya Williams, who will be on the mound for the green team, and she's headed to the #1 JUCO in the nation in Northwest Florida, and that's just a high impact program in itself. Shania Gibson, the starting pitcher for the Orange team, she's headed to Georgia Tech. You know, these young ladies are the cream of the crop.
Absolutely, and we're seeing the players being introduced right now. We have the green tops, black bottoms, orange top, black bottoms. Which one is which? Green is...
That's Team AJ.
Green?
Yes, Team AJ is in the green. Team Aaliyah is in the orange.
And again, we got to give a shout out to Adidas and the Adidas Dugout Club for all the fire equipment, gear, merch. We have seen so many different uniform combinations this week. So now we have the green with the black bottoms, orange with the black bottoms. Last night we had cream, and we had a black on black. We had white tops, black bottoms yesterday. So the combinations have been endless, and they keep everybody fly. You see Alex dripped out.
Yeah, definitely. Alex dripped out in the MVP, MSP cream hoodie.
I need that hoodie.
That hoodie is on sale at the merch table, or you can go to MP Minority Prospects online, shop in the store there. You can order that hoodie. That's a good hoodie right there, that cream hoodie.
Yeah, and shout out to the Weishes, because they have done a great job when it comes to the cultural aspect, the merchandise aspect of MSP, MVP, So it's more than just what we're seeing on the field. They're putting in work in every avenue. Like,
and it's really really paying off. Just every aspect of the game is touched on by this organization. When you talk about minority baseball's Healing Hands, talk about the Healing Hands program. When you
helping hands.
helping hands rather. When you talk about that foundation, when you talk about the work put into skills development, when you talk about the cultural aspect of it, when they bring these events together and have the parents' night out and the players' nights out, when you talk about the emphasis on style and swag and the uniforms that they provide the young people and the cleats that they provide the young people, it is always top notch, leading the game. With that type of focus, and it's something that the young people can gravitate to.
Absolutely. It's everything that MSP does. Of course, top notch prospects that they bring to these tournaments and these events, but also everything else around it, to the DJ, to the game day vibes, to the swag that they bring, the mascots, specifically the swag and the sassiness. So it's definitely a sorority that these ladies want to be a part of.
Some big time names in softball. They're down on the fields getting their teams ready for this opening pitch. We're just moments away from them taking the field here. And again, we're delayed. What's supposed to be a 12 o'clock start time. Unfortunately, unable to do that start time because of the weather. But here we are, just after 1 o'clock, and preparing ourselves to get it in. And as you see scrolling across your screens right now, you can help what's going on here with this MVP program by donating to MVPHelpingHands.org. Go in there and check it out. And I tell you, once you get trapped in that wormhole, you're going to spend some time in there looking around and seeing all of the great things that this program has done for minorities in baseball and softball. It's not just the softball side, although we're here at the softball showcase today, and we're watching the MVP All-Stars green team, Team A.J. Andrews, taking the field. When you talk about everything that they've done, you'll spend a lot of time watching the things that they did to make a difference. Shamaya Williams getting warmed up. Once again, we thank you for tuning in to the MVP All-American game here, class of 2026 All-American game. Team A.J. Andrews in the field in the green. We'll take a run around their offense right now. It'll be Shamaya Williams on the mound with Haley Jones Calais doing the duties behind the plate as catcher. First base is going to be Danae Moraine, while second base is going to be held down by none other than Leah Bird. Aubrey Moore is at shortstop and Charisma White at third base. In the outfield, you got Tayari Simmons. You also have Gigi Payne, and you're also going to have, Savannah Griffin in the left, Jada Young in right, and in center field is going to be Milan Torres. And then you have a host of players that can go, and we are underway with the action here as that first ball is fouled off with Kylie Lawrence leading it off. Number 5, Kylie Lawrence leading it off for
Kylie Lawrence
Team Orange.
from Jackson, Georgia Westside High School. She's committed to the University of Memphis. And we talk about our pitcher, Shamaya Williams from Bristol, Florida. Like you said, committed to Northwest Florida.
Liberty High School. Now, Shemaya won the first ever home run derby for the Minority Softball Prospects in the Minority Softball Prospects inaugural year. She also won the fastest lady competition, and then she's won that
3 times.
3 years in a row now after winning it again yesterday.
And winning, like, they didn't have to do a replay, look back. There was no question, no doubter.
And unable to find the strike zone right there and handing out a leadoff walk to Kylie Lawrence. And
we've seen already in this tournament how these ladies settle into the circle after their first or second batter that they face.
And that's going to bring up number 14, Raven Hodridge, to the plate.
Raven from Warner Robins, Georgia, at Veterans High School, uncommitted currently, a center fielder and second baseman for Team Aaliyah Andrews today.
She looked at that strike across the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike now. That one low and in the dirt. A little action over there at first base from Kylie Lawrence.
Kylie ready to take off.
And I'm not certain, after watching Haley Jones-Calise yesterday during the pop time catcher drills, I'm not certain if she wants to take off and test her arm, especially not this early in the game. You might want to get a feel for things first before you just go to trying her randomly like that.
That's the one thing about the showcases that we have leading up to the games. The ladies get to see, you know, what each other have as well. A little pre-scouting before the game for the players as well.
2-2 pitch on the way. Oh, that ball just missing inside and low. Running the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes here now to Raven Hodridge. And Shemaya looking like, oh, she wanted that one. And that one inside, low at the knees.
So back-to-back walks now, 2 runners on for Team Aaliyah. This is totally different than what we were seeing last night early on.
Now stepping into the batter's box, number 20, Mia Johnson, University of Arkansas commit. And she'll face it with runners at first and second here, no outs.
You see she has the Arkansas sticker on her helmet.
Suey. And early on here, all of Shemaya's ball's pitches seem to be tailing low and in towards the right-handed batters. We'll see if she can get that corrected. 1-1 now. And there's a shot to left and handled easily out there. Great play, right in position for that one was Savannah Griffin.
Savannah Griffin headed to Gardner-Webb University once her high school career is over. Currently at Eastside High School.
And with that hot shot, there's 1 out on the field. And this will be Shania Gibson, the starting pitcher, in now. A high chopper over to first base. That's handled easily, but runners are able to advance. Danae Moraine fielding that one and stepping on the bag for the second out of the inning.
Definitely want to get this last out for your team, Andrews. We saw how low scoring these games have been so far in this showcase.
And now Kaylin Arnold, and you're absolutely right. I mean, it has been some low scoring affairs here. Last night didn't open up on the scoring in the second game until the top of the last inning. As you see, Shemaya Williams painting that outside corner here. Kaylin Arnold at the plate. Second strike called, and Arnold can't believe it. Looking back, as that ball might have been the furthest out of the strike zone as any pitch today. The Memphis commit at the plate, just couldn't believe it as Williams goes way outside to see if she can get a chase pitch, running the count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here.
The strikeout would be huge for Shamaya Williams right here.
Runners on second and third. That ball fouled off as Arnold fights to stay alive. And Arnold, too, with the Memphis logo and insignia on her helmet, letting the world know where she will be headed. Second and third, 2 outs, 2-2 pitch. Swung on, miss. Up.
She got a little piece of it.
Said there was a foul.
So there's 2 Memphis commits between these 2 teams.
2 Memphis commits.
Haley Jones, our catcher. And also our batter now, Kaylin Arnold, both committed to Memphis. So 2 future teammates right here.
Both wearing number 19 today. And side by side in the battery right now with the home plate umpire. And that count is run full now. Williams facing her second full count. She lost the first one walking Raven Hodrich. Lawrence on third and tried to get it outside to have her chase, but not going to play around with Kaylin Arnold right there. And you could see that was the call from the very beginning. And that's going to bring up number 15, Alexis Evans.
Alexis Evans headed to Florida Gulf Coast University after her high school career at Archer.
A great scoop right there behind the plate by Khalees.
So Team Aaliyah Andrews opens this game with the bases loaded. This is a completely different story than what we were seeing last night.
2 outs, bases loaded. And a two ball, no strike count on Alexis Evans. And just like this, Shamaya Williams finds herself in a jam. And there's a strike. Slowed the pace on that one, put a little bit of movement on it, and snuck that one through the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike now to count. And there's a chopper to second. Leah Bird right there flipping to second to Aubrey Moore covering, and that gets them out of the inning. And controversy averted right there by some good defense by the middle infielders. 3 left on, no runs cross the plate. We're going to move into the bottom half of the first, 0-0 our score. I'm Mike Shepard, Simone Stanley. We're on the call for you here. MPTV, we'll be right back with you after this. Welcome back. It's a cloudy day here in Ellenwood, Georgia, here at Morrow High School, Clayton County, for the 2025 MSP All-American Game featuring Team A.J. Andrews versus Team Aaliyah Andrews. Team A.J. Andrews in the green, Team Aaliyah Andrews in the orange. We'll call them green and orange. And a bullet dodged at the beginning of this game in the top of that first inning as Shemaya Williams loaded the bases.
Yeah, they had the bases loaded, gave up 3 walks in the top of the first, but defense stood tall, made enough plays, and now the score remains 0-0 with Team A.J. Andrews looking to get the first runs across.
Leading it off for for the green team is going to be, for Team AJ, is going to be Charisma White. And first pitch swing and grounds that one over to second base and handled easily by Raven Hodrick.
A lot of over the years with the MSP program.
Charisma and joking around, coming back to the dugout with Kaylin Arnold on the way back down the line. All these girls, the best of friends. And that's going to bring up number 15, Aubrey Moore, to the plate. And we've already told you what Aubrey Moore can do.
Yeah, she's the home run derby champion.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the home run derby champ. Let's see if we see one of those in this game. We've only had one homer. It was a solo homer last night. Shout out to Micah. Was it Micah Mays?
Micah Mays.
Shout out to Micah Mays last night. Hit a solo homer. So we've only got to see one, Shep, after an exciting home run derby.
That's right. An exciting home run derby where at one point the young lady at the plate, Aubrey Moore, ran off 7 consecutive home runs and was able to hit 11 home runs in just 45 seconds. Just putting in some incredible work, stepping in the plate here now.
Aubrey Moore, like you were about to say, Texas A&M commit.
1-2 pitch now coming. And on the mound, let's not be remiss in talking about Shania Gibson. Great action on the mound. Shania committed to Georgia Tech. And you're going to see all the reasons why in watching her come out the circle. There's a shot by Aubrey Moore to straightaway center field. And one step back and one step over. And Deami Meredith takes care of that one and puts it away for the second out. So no pressure right now on being placed on the orange team by this green all-star squad. And that brings in number 13, Milan Torres, another Texas A&M commit, to the plate.
Yeah, 2 Aggies on this roster. Wondering how they didn't get split up, because I see they split up the 2 Memphis commits, but the 2 future Aggies getting to be on the same team here today, getting a little taste of what it's going to be like to be teammates soon.
Was Torres stepping in, watching the first 2 pitches sail out the strike zone. 2 balls, no strikes here. Early on, 0-0 score. We're in the bottom of the first, just getting underway. And hot shot off of the corner of the tip of the bat for Torres. She did everything she could to fight off that fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike now. And Shania Gibson's balls get up on you really, really quick. Oh, as that one tails away for strike 2, swung on and missed. 2-2 count coming. And Torres able to catch up with that one and send it back to the backstop. Now, with the way that this fence is set up in front of us here in this press box, no window here to stop it. That ball we've seen can get right over the lip of that fence. So I advise everybody to keep an eye out here. Swung on, missed for strike 3, and that's going to conclude the inning. Big time pitch right there by Shania Gibson for her first strikeout as she sends Milan Torres back to the dugout to get her glove. We've played one complete one. Nothing doing in the bottom half of the first. No runs, no hits, nobody on. It's 0-0 here in the MSP All-American game at Morrow High School. We'll be right back with you in just a moment. Welcome back to Ellenwood, Georgia. Morrow High School, the site of the 2025 MSP. That's the Minority Softball Prospects All-American game. We're all knotted up at 0 here. No action across that plate to start off the game. And here to start this second inning off for Team Aaliyah. That's in the orange. Team Aaliyah in the orange. That's going to be Diami Meredith from Belle Glades, Florida. The University of Missouri Kansas City commit, and she has some wheels on her. She can get down that line. So if that ball gets put in play right now, this defense is going to have to do everything that they can to stop her from reaching that bag. Shemaya Williams on the mound as Meredith fakes to run up and slap, hit the ball into the field.
Team Aaliyah Andrews had the bases loaded in the top of the first, weren't able to get any runs across. But we know that this offense can get going.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count now as Shemaya paints that outside corner. And she's been working around that outside corner on the lefties, inside to the right-handers. Set up way outside right now is Khalees, and swung on, missed. For strike 3 by Diami Meredith, and she'll head back to the dugout. Shemaya Williams with her first strikeout of the contest.
And that's a big confidence boost for Shemaya Williams. First appearance might not be what she wanted, but coming out here, calming down, and getting that first strikeout of the game.
Jada Pinkins steps in now and swinging at that first pitch, unable to hold that bat back.
Jada Pinkins going to Harvard. And we see the Harvard bow on her braids. So softball and brains.
Great combination.
Right, especially when you can apply those brains to softball.
Great combination right there. And I tell you what, committing to Harvard is one thing to play some softball, but the work that you have to put in academically in that classroom to even be able to have that conversation.
Right.
That's what the thing is that I'm most impressed with. That is some serious work that has to be put in. Proud of her for making that step, and we'll see what she does here. She looks at a 1-2 pitch coming here now from Shemaya Williams, and Shemaya seems to have settled in after a bit of a rough first inning, and really working to keep that ball away from the bats of these players on Team Aaliyah. Two pitch coming. Swung on, missed strike two, and now Shamaya is into a zone, striking out the last two batters for her second K. And if anybody remembers what she did in the inaugural MSP softball event in Orlando, Florida at UCF a couple of years ago, then you'll know what she's totally capable of as a sophomore, coming in and starting the game off with 6 consecutive strikeouts. Now, after struggling in that first inning, coming in, settling in the second inning, and striking out the first two batters.
Absolutely, and we've seen how between last night and today, the pitching has really set the tone, and now we're seeing it here in this second inning for Team A.J. Andrews. Probably going to be another situation where runs are going to come at a premium now that these ladies are settling down.
Brianna Darling stepping to the plate right now, uncommitted, out of New Jersey, Hackensack, New Jersey. And she has some wheels on her, too. She can really run.
And these are the top prospects nationwide. So like we said, with Brianna coming from New Jersey, these players are from everywhere. We see Florida, we see San Diego, Texas, Maryland. Of course, a lot of ladies from Georgia. We know how the talent is here in the Southeast.
That ball popped up, headed towards the right side dugout.
What a grab.
It's caught, secured right there.
And she looks back at the ladies in the dugout with a little grin.
Danae Moraine handling that one right there, showing Georgia Tech what they'll be getting out of her as a first baseman next year. And just like that, the inning is over. 2 strikeouts, nothing else doing for Team Orange in the top half of that inning. And now we'll go ahead and move to the bottom. We're here at Monroe High School, Ellenwood, Georgia. Mike Shepard and Simone Stanley on the call. We'll be right back with you on MPTV after this. We are back at the All-American game for minority softball prospects here in Ellenwood, Georgia, on the Mustang softball field at Monroe High School. We're all knotted up at 0, moving into the bottom of the second. And we have seen good defense, good pitching, and great composure to start this game. Shania Gibson on the mound throwing a first pitch strike to start the inning as she faces off. Let's see here. She's facing off against number 3, I believe. Okay, yeah, that is a number 3. I had a hard time seeing it. That's Leah Bird, the second baseman. 1, 2, 3, bottom half of the first for the green team. And they're going to look to see if they can get a little bit of something started here going into the bottom of the second. But it's been all Shania Gibson on that mound so far in that first inning.
Absolutely. Only 1 strikeout, but she has thrown a ton of good pitches. So we know she's going to add some more Ks.
that ball tailing away.
And we have our Auburn commit, Leah Bird, North Cobb High School at the moment, but she'll be heading to Auburn, Alabama soon.
And, I mean, you just watch her. She has some fantastic attributes as a player. Yesterday, watching her during the show calls, during the showcase, very, very unassuming when you see her go out there. But as soon as that ball gets into play, you see exactly why Auburn decided to put her name on that line and that signature line. She is an extraordinary baseball player, great range at second base. And look, getting down the line right now, the foot comes off the bag, and she's going to be safe at first.
That throw just a little wide left, so the first baseman, Naya Langace, had to reach out a little too far, and the foot came off, so safe.
Third baseman ranging to her left right there, throwing and just a bit too high on that throw, pulling the foot off the bag. There's another high chop right there. And that throw is going to come down, and, again, it's no good. And the throw over to third is not going to get it. Hustle going down to second, and Gunt down at second.
Third time's a charm.
As Danae Moraine, that looked like Moraine, I think it is. Yes, that's Danae Moraine, as she jokes around with the shortstop. Kylie Lawrence leaving off of the field, but delayed Lorraine thought she could catch the defense slipping and sleep and get over to second, unable to do so. But we do see a runner on third base now for Team AJ. And now Haley Jones-Calais to the plate. With the runner just 90 feet away.
Haley Jones-Calais, our catcher in this game for Team AJ Andrews from Houston, Texas. Committed to Memphis. So we've seen what she's been able to do behind the plate today. Now let's see what she does at the plate.
A lot of space up the middle as second baseman shaded towards the right field side, towards her left side, towards the first baseman, leaving a big gap on both sides of the pitcher. 3 balls, no strikes to count right now. Bat pulled back, but not in time as strike is called on that rise pitch. 1 out. And Team AJ Andrews making a little noise here in the bottom of the second. That ball fouled straight back. Big cut right there by Jones-Calais. Haley, the other Memphis commit that we were talking about in the game. And again, she has a great bat, but that pop time to second yesterday, sub-2 pop time to second. That's what impressed me the most, as she looks at ball 4 and gets down the line. Runners at the corners now with just 1 out. Now you see that the double play becomes an option now, Simone. Up the middle. Let's see how coach decides to align her defense. As Jada Young steps to the plate. And square into bunt. Hard charging. Strike called as she pulls the bat back.
Jada Young at Chapel Hill High School, committed to the University of Pittsburgh. See the pit on the helmet. Oh.
And the throw down, collision, and the out call.
I love how one of the parents says, oh, she was out, and then says, never mind, she was out.
So that ball gets off of the hands of the catcher. Jones-Calais read it off the hands, decided to take off, and is Gunt at second. Great tag applied right there by Kylie Lawrence, securing that ball even through the collision. And now it's 2 outs and the runner on third still. And a little bit of a different scenario here at the plate for Jada Young.
Absolutely. And how about this infield tightening up for Team Aaliyah Andrews? We've seen a little missed time, a little overthrows.
And a chopper to third. Can it find the gap? It's deep. It's going to be a long throw for Lawrence. Pulls her off the bag, and that's going to give us our first run of the game with an infield hit by Jada Young. And there we have it, 1-0 now your score as Team Green plates a runner. Leah Bird heads up running there. 1-0 your score. Runner going down the throw. That ball skirts through, but great backup. Over to the plate. Safe is called. Look at the slide into third right there by Jada Young.
Yeah, and these base runners for Team AJ Andrews really just taking advantage of some miscues from these throws from the infielders.
Brilliant base running right there by Jada Young. Great heads-up play once she saw that ball get through, but just the hustle to get it there. Foul ball called on that, so everybody will reset here. But unbelievable slide into third. Great heads-up play. I see why you got her coming on that roster here. And Savannah Griffin at the plate now with a chance to do a little bit more damage for Team Green.
And that rain earlier today definitely helping out the base runners when they're sliding in.
I mean, well, it was just a great bang-bang play all around. When you talk about Raven Holdridge being there on the backup for that ball when it got away, getting it in, getting a clean throw over the third as we see strike three in the inning ending as Shania Gibson picks up her second K of the day and gets them out of trouble. But not before a run crosses the plate here. One run on two hits. We move to the top of the third. It's 1-0 Team AJ Andrews over Team Aaliyah Andrews. We'll be right back here for the MSP All-American game at Morrow High School after this. Stays, doesn't try and get that extra bag on the third. Are we going to replay? All right, let's go. Back to live action here in Ellenwood. And I tell you what, it was some exciting. I wonder if we can get our crew to bring that back. Look at this slide as the ball skirts away. Great backup by Aldridge. Gets it over to third. Great fielding of it, but just bang, bang at third base and able to get in under that throw was Jada Young and get in safely for that. And then she would come across the plate for that first run of the game. That's where we are right now, Simone. 1-0 here going into the top of the third. And this All-American game has already proven to be everything that we thought it would be to this point.
Yeah, and it's been some great base running so far from Team AJ Andrews. Really was the difference there in that top of the second. But if you're the cream team, you're still in a good spot. Could have been much worse. Got out of that one with only giving up one run.
Exactly, just one run because, again,
It was a lot of activity.
Some poor base running on the part of the green team, and they're just bad decision making. Two runners gunned down for the first two outs in that inning, and as we see one sprayed into left, and great judgment out there in left field, and that's number 10, Savannah Griffin, judging that ball great off the bat. and putting it away, securing it for the first out of the inning, getting Jolie Matthews on that pop out.
So that brings up Madeline Butter Tingle.
Butter Tingle to the plate.
As smooth as butter is her game.
It is. It really, really is.
She's at Brookwood High School right now, currently uncommitted. Still weighing her options.
And I don't think it'll be that like that for long as Shemaya Williams bounces that one up to the plate. Williams getting set. And there's a hot shot over the second, but handled with ease right there by Charisma. And sat down just like Charisma White, just smooth and cool on that one right there. No worries whatsoever. Getting it over to her first baseman for the second out of the inning. And now again, Shemaya Williams settling in. 2 quick outs here in the top of the third, and then blowing that one by Michaela Dixon, who stepped in now.
Shemaya Williams with 2 strikeouts. Had them both in the top of the second. She's definitely settled down.
Off-speed breaking pitch right there from Shemaya, and it just froze Michaela Dixon at the plate. Didn't even get the bat off of her shoulder that time. And now she trails in this count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Just outside. Great chase pitch right there. A wasted pitch by Williams.
Michaela Dixon headed to Clark Atlanta University.
And that one in on the hands, but through the zone. Great job right there by Dixon of fighting that one off and staying alive in this at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Swung on and hot shot down the line, just foul outside the first base bag. But looks like Michaela Dixon is timing her up now, trying to get her bearing on Shemaya. And Shemaya very dangerous because, as we saw just a moment ago, she can go from bringing the extreme heat and freeze you with a little bit of that sub-zero breaking ball action. As she bounces that one up.
Good variety of pitches in her bag.
Yeah, we might have had to call her for a double dribble right there. Our producer, Roy, said that one hit about 6 feet in front of the plate. They all can't be perfect. Here we go, 2-2 pitch. Beautiful rise pitch, but able to keep her hands and her discipline play at the plate together right there was Michaela Dixon, not chasing that one and running the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3 as as Shemaya Williams sits down Michaela Dixon with her 3rd strikeout of the game and brings her team back to the dugout with nothing doing. 3 up, 3 down there in the top of the 3rd. We're going to move to the bottom with Team Green, A.J. Andrews leading Team Orange. Team Aaliyah Andrews 1-0. We'll be back with more Minority Softball Prospects All-American Game action after this. We're back to the action here for the All-American game here. Minority softball prospects Mike Shepard, Simone Stanley on the call. It's a 1-0 ball game. Been very close, a defensive contest so far with the green, the All-American green team having the advantage right now, leading this one. We're watching Jordan Hammond at the plate, and she's facing off against our new pitcher for the Orange squad, Zamari Ball.
Zamari Ball from North Little Rock, Arkansas, and she's headed to the University of Houston, coming in to relieve Shamaya Gibson, who had 2 strikeouts across 2 innings.
Watching her warm up, I can tell you right now that she's going to bring some heat across that plate. That girl throwing that fire. And there's a high chopper over to the shortstop. Kylie Lawrence gets it, feels it, throws it, and completes the play with the out. Great play right there. Staying down on that one by number 5 and getting the out.
Nice. We see the throws across the infield tightening up now in this bottom of the third for Team Aaliyah Andrews.
Mariah Walker to the plate now, number 14.
He has the GW on the helmet. Gardner Webb commit.
I like that cream Gardner Webb helmet. That's all right there. I like that. I'm always partial to when I see a little crimson and cream. And now another grounded out. Kylie Lawrence gets a chance to run it back. And on the remix, she does the same thing.
2 back-to-back sharp throws to first for 2 quick outs.
And I tell you what, she was extremely smooth out there on shortstop on both of those balls. Choppy balls here on this wet turf. And she handled them cooler than the other side of the pillow for out number 2, 1 and 2. And now, walking up, we have Tayari Simmons. And Tayari also headed to Northwest Florida to play a little ball next year. Again, another one of those recruits by the number 1 JUCO in the nation.
So 2 Northwest Florida commits on this Team AJ Andrews roster. Tayari Simmons, who we see at the plate now, and then her future teammate for the next couple of years in Shamaya Williams, pitcher.
And when I tell you what stood out about me yesterday with Tayari Simmons was her arm. This young lady has a cannon attached to her shoulder. And, I mean, she is accurate with it. I saw her hit a gnat off a mosquito at 300 yards yesterday with a softball. And she wasn't even trying. As she strikes out right there, and that's a big pitch. A big pitch by Zamari Ball. And a quick inning. Yeah, Zamari Balls, I tell you that. And she went up on the mound in the circle just then and did her thing. 1-2-3 inning, nothing doing for Team Green in the bottom of that third. We move to the top of the fourth. It's a 1-0 game here in Morrow at Morrow High School in Ellen. Back to the action here. All-American game, MSP, Ellenwood, Georgia. And we are back in it. Team Green leads 1-0 over Team Orange. A new pitcher here for Team Green, for Team A.J. Andrews. Jordan Hammett taking the mound, or entering the circle, rather. She's going to replace Shemaya Williams. Shemaya Williams had a great showing. Struck out 3, walked 2, but had a great game, giving up no runs. At the plate now, Nia Langley. And Nia swinging, sending that one over to right field, and handled easily by number 5 over in right field. That's Gigi Payne, squeezing that one in for the first out of the inning. And Jordan Hammett retiring the first batter that she faces. Now coming to the plate, that's number 5, back at the top here with Kylie Lawrence stepping back in.
Kylie Lawrence, one of 2 Memphis commits.
Lawrence able to get on base. Her first at bat with a walk. Unable to come around and score. Now facing off for the first time against Jordan Hammett. And Jordan unable to find the strike zone with that one.
I didn't get the bucket hat memo today. Everyone is wearing their MSP bucket hats.
I can't wear a bucket hat because I have a bucket head. So when you put a bucket hat on top of my head, it's just a little, it don't fit. I look like one of them characters like Swaggy or one of them. It's just a little bit too much for me.
My head is too big.
And there's a rip down the left field line. Can it stay fair? It does not. It's foul. But giving that one a ride was Kylie Lawrence. Yeah, I don't know. I put those bucket hats on. I feel like a character at Six Flags. People be trying to come up take pictures with me. With the kid. Go take a picture. I'm not no character. Bucket head looking like Yosemite Sam. Although I do like the hats.
I love the hats. I just wish I could fit bucket hats.
Yeah.
So we have Kylie Lawrence now at the plate.
And after giving that long foul ball, which was just a long strike or ride, she comes back and looks at a beautiful off-speed pitch, tickling the outside corner of the plate.
This has been a long at-bat. I thought somebody new stepped up.
Oh, no, we're battling here. It's the Hammond and Lawrence show. And that rise ball doesn't find the zone. Great plate discipline right there by Lawrence, keeping those hands back on the shoulders. Didn't even raise the bat on that one. She wasn't going to be tempted. But now she has to protect that plate as we expect, as we look for the payoff pitch. 3-2 pitch coming. And chipped off of the end of the bat. And squeezed and handled easily right there by Mariah Walker, who's come in and into shortstop. A great at-bat right there by Kylie Lawrence. And it looked like she was trying to fight that pitch off, just unable to keep it out of the field of play as it skirts right to the infield for an easy one. Raven Hodges in here now. We've called her name a couple of times today on the defensive side and offensive side.
Raven Haldridge still uncommitted, still weighing her options from Warner Robins, Georgia at Veterans High School.
1 ball, no strike to count. Hammett delivers. And the strike thrown. The big bunt rotation on, as you saw. Danae Moraine, who's moved over to third base, charging hard on that one, but great rotation from the entire defense. And strike 2 comes through there. That was looked a little low, but hey, umpire has the best vantage point on the field. And what do I know? I'm just a 50-year-old dude with glasses. And there's a shot over the shortstop. Mariah down on that one. Oh, my God. The cannon.
Right, what a throw there.
Beautiful throw over the shortstop to get the speedy Hodridge out for number 3, the third out of the inning. Man, oh, man, did you see Walker range on that one?
Some zip on that ball.
Throwing that fire as you watch it right here. She stayed down on it, but just the throw itself to get the speedy Raven Hodridge out. And Raven can move.
Yeah, she was taking off.
And there's bang, bang over there, but absolutely right. Great catch by Aubrey Moore. And that is the inning. Nothing doing there in the top of the fourth. 3 up, 3 down. We move to the bottom. It's the MSP All-American game here in Ellenwood, Georgia, on Mustang softball field at Morrow High School. We'll be right back with you after this. We're back. All-American action here. MSP All-American game. Team A.J. Andrews in the green, team Aaliyah Andrews in the orange. You're watching Zamari Ball on the mound here, bottom of the fourth, facing off with Josiah Blaney.
Jamari Ball, the University of Houston commit, right-handed pitcher, already has a strikeout in this game. And she was really heating up towards the end of that third inning. So let's see if she can carry that momentum over.
Well, she has a big challenge ahead of her now. She pulls the count even at 2-2 with Josiah Blaney, the other University of Memphis commit.
Ooh-wee. Zamari still balling.
Uncommitted, rather, and there's a strikeout as Blaney sent home swinging.
Eyes closed, just swinging.
Rhea Kamacharia now stepping in. Number 11.
Rhea from ATL, committed to Augusta University.
Rhea has some good hand speed through the zone. Like watching her work yesterday as well, as she looks at a ball high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now. And that off-speed rise pitch not finding the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. As the temperature feels like it's starting to drop here in Ellenwood. Oh, hot shot down the line, but handled easily by Mia Johnson.
Great throw, great reaching catch there from the first baseman. They have definitely tightened up this connection on these throws from third to first.
Mia Johnson showing you how it's supposed to be done over there at that hot corner. The University of Arkansas commit.
Razorback. And that was a razor sharp throw.
It really was. Bringing out that second out of the inning.
2 up, 2 down, Shep.
Now Gigi Payne steps in. 2 up, 2 down. I see. And my cohort here, Simone Stanley, believes that it's going to be 3 up, 3 down all game long. And I'm just telling her that at some point in time there's going to be an offensive explosion here by one of these teams, and we're going to see some scoring and some running. Right now, we're seeing some great pitching, as you saw that off-speed pitch from Ball.
And Team Aaliyah Andrews had the bases loaded in the top of the first. But since then, it's been tough trying to reach base.
That ball tails outside. And Payne not chasing at all. Gigi Payne down looking on that one as strike three goes across the plate for Zamari Ball's third strikeout of the game. And just like that, the inning comes to an end. So nothing doing in the bottom of the fourth. 1, 2, 3. We move to the top of the fifth here. Still 1-0, green over orange. Back to the action here on Mustang Softball Field, Morrow High School, just south of Atlanta, Georgia. Ellenwood, Georgia is what they call this place. Jordan Hammett on the mound, matched up with number 20, Mia Johnson, who you just saw in the top half or the bottom half of the inning. Show you how you're supposed to work that hot corner defensively. And a big swing right there, chopping that one down the third base side. Foul. 2 balls, 1 strike to count now.
Chopper foul, chopper, chopper, chopper foul.
That was pretty good, Simone. That was pretty good. Especially since we saw the Lil Wayne earlier. There's a shot out to straightaway right field. Handled easily over there. And, yeah, slapping hands there in the outfield. And I believe that's Savannah Griffin who handled that one quite easily for out number 1.
Shania Gibson has 2 strikeouts today for Team Aaliyah Andrews. Let's see what she can do at the plate. Georgia Tech commit. See the little GT gold in the corner of her helmet?
I see it. And that's that shiny helmet, the lights of the stadium glistening off of it.
That helmet is very shiny.
Yep. That's that technology. See, Georgia Tech is about technology. So they got shiny helmets. Mike Shepard said that. That one rises up and through the zone and out the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes now here on Shania Gibson.
There was no confusion about who said that.
None whatsoever. Jordan Hammond working effectively right now. And that one sent down to third base. And again, we're going to get a chance to witness the cannon that's attached to the shoulder of Mariah Walker as she's moved over to third, and that ball found her right over there. And she's able to secure the out, getting it over to first.
She made that look easy, even though we know how difficult that throw was.
Gigi Payne has moved into the infield to play a little bit of first base. Danae Moraine has moved over to second. Leah Bird is now at shortstop, and Mariah Walker over at third.
Kaylin Arnold at the plate from Douglasville, Georgia, our Memphis commit, one of two.
Strong at bat for Arnold the first time.
Back-to-back strikes now for Jordan Hammond. Ooh.
Oh.
Smacked the glove off the catcher. I don't know if I've seen that before.
Uh-oh. That's going to be catcher's interference. That's going to be catcher's interference called right there on Jones Calais, on Haley. Getting that glove way out in front, and that's going to be a free bag.
For Team Aaliyah Andrews, trailing by one to her sister team, Team AJ Andrews. Sister on sister. Me and my sister will be out here fighting.
Alexis Evans in. Jones Calais, the chance to get it down and safe. As hesitation in the delivery down the second from Jones Calais. She paused for some reason, not certain if they didn't realize that she had taken off and was running. But now runner in scoring position.
And we have Alexis Evans, Florida Gulf Coast University commit, trying to bring in that tie and run. Oh.
And a mishap on the throw. And that's going to move the runner down just a little bit more. And now a little razzle-dazzle right there, I guess you could say, from Kaylin Arnold.
Yeah, some rare miscues from Team AJ Andrews leading to the runner now on third.
She moved herself all the way over to third now.
And she just scooting along. She just scooted over to third.
Yeah, well, playing games there with her counterpart, Haley Jones Calais, and she got the better of the back and forth. There's a shot over to Mariah Walker, and just like that, the threat is shut down, nullified, as Mariah Walker shows you again how to end the inning with a great defensive play, slinging that one over to first from third base. And we are moving now to the bottom of the fifth. No runs, one left stranded in the top of that fifth inning. And here we are, 1-0, Team Andrews, Team AJ Andrews over Team Aaliyah Andrews. We'll be right back with you for more MSP All-American Game action after this. Back to action here at the 2025 Minority Softball Prospects All-American Game. It's Team A.J. Andrews in the green, leading 1-0 over Team Aaliyah Andrews in the orange. Bottom half of the fifth action, and we have a new pitcher on the mound for Team Aaliyah Andrews. That's number 3, Michaela Dixon. And she'll start it off here, faced up with, a formidable opponent in Alina Muhammad.
Our new pitcher, Michaela Dixon, we've seen her at the plate today from Decatur, Georgia, playing college ball soon at Clark Atlanta University.
Muhammad stepping in.
Coming in after a great showing from Zamari Ball, who had 3 strikeouts.
Zamari Ball ended up with 3 strikeouts, didn't walk anybody, which is really, really good, and let her defense play behind her. And not a whole lot of scoring taking place right now.
I told you. Told you, Shep.
Oh, that one got away from Dixon. Just a bit outside.
Team Aaliyah Andrews had an opportunity. They had a tying run on third, 1 out, but the third baseman just relentless.
And 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch coming. Michaela Dixon, Alina Muhammad battling it out, and that one too far inside, and that's going to hit Muhammad, and she's going to get the free pass right there on the HBP.
Yep, got her on the hip check right there.
And with that, it's going to bring a very dangerous hitter to the plate with number 2, Shamaya Williams, stepping in.
Shamaya Williams, who we've seen in the circle today, she had 2 strikeouts.
Shamaya Williams,
3 strikeouts, excuse me.
2-time home run derby winner at the All-American Showcase. 3-time now fastest lady winner at the All-American Showcase. And she can hurt you with one swing of the bat here. And Team Green definitely looking to extend this 1-0 lead. We saw what can happen to a 1-0 lead last night if you were watching the MPTV Classic for the Futures game. And that ball ripped down the third base side. Just foul. Think they're going to have to take that one out of commission because she might have knocked the cover off of it. Knocked the strings loose on the inside. She hit that one so hard.
Put a dent in it.
Yeah, she put a dent in it. But last night, top of the 6th inning, team trailed 1-0 the entire game. And with one swing of the bat, Micah Mays steps up and ties it up. And then that just opened the floodgates, and that game ended up being 3-1 in the other direction. So a lot of softball still to be played here. And there's one right back to the pitcher. They're going to try and turn 2. Now, you won't double up Shamaya Williams, I can tell you that, but did good to get the lead runner.
What a grab there, showing off some acrobats, a little bit of a slip, but she was able to reach back like Odell Beckham and still make that grab.
And Kylie Laura is able to find the humor in that in herself, as she's made some extraordinary plays at shortstop today. And that's going to bring Charisma White back to the plate.
That was Tomlinson with that grab.
That was
it? Oh, I'm looking at yesterday's.
There you go. Now we're going to get.
We doing all this talking about last night.
Y'all got to excuse us. Y'all got to excuse us out there in America. Simone was buffering for a second right there, but she fully loaded. I think her dial-up connection came out, but she back on broadband now.
Brianna Darling with that grab.
No, that was is that Brianna out there?
That's number 2, right?
No, I think that's number 5, Kylie Lawrence. that's out there, and then that's Meredith. That's Dayami Meredith at second base.
Okay, Dayami Meredith.
Okay, so that was Dayami that got that grab. Great play by the young lady from Belle Glades. Down in South Florida in the muck. Big shout-outs out to all of my people listening in right now in Pahokee, Florida, Indian River, everybody that's locked in listening. We love y'all down there in the muck.
The governor of Florida right here, Shep.
Yeah, I was more of an ambassador. That's the word for the day. Shout out Ty White for putting me up for putting me up on the word for the day. Ambassador is the theme on how we're doing it. As you see, Charisma White keeping the hands back and drawing that walk and adding another base runner to the pads. One out here, runners on first and second. And that's going to bring up our home run derby champion, Aubrey Moore, the University Texas A&M commit.
And she's probably licking her chops right now. 2 runners on, 1 out. A big play waiting to happen. You've been waiting for it, Shep.
Been calling it the entire game. We're going to see if it pops off here. Moore stepping in, taking a first pitch ball. Michaela Dixon has to be very careful with how she pitches her as that one goes high through. Rise pitch not finding the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. You do have an empty third base. And right now with that third base being empty, Milan Torres on deck. So I don't know if you want to bring Milan Torres up to a bases loaded situation. So, you know, it's which bitter pill do you want to swallow right now? And you got to kind of go at Aubrey Moore. 3 balls, no strikes.
Aubrey Moore, one of 2 Texas A&M commits on this Team A.J. Andrews roster.
And Aubrey keeping her hands back. Hadn't really seen the take sign on.
Oh, and the crowd does not like it.
Did they call that a strike, or did they say that we don't want to walk in the All-Star game? And they called that a strike. I believe I saw it dribble up to the plate, but, you know, who am I?
Just the governor of Florida.
All right, so we just prolonged the inevitable right there. And now Milan Torres, the other Texas A&M University commit, steps in with the bases loaded.
So Team Aaliyah Andrews had the bases loaded in the top of the first inning, weren't able to get any runs across. Let's see if Team A.J. Andrews can get something here.
The green team looking to capitalize right now with 1 out. And a nice little meeting at the mound here in the circle.
And we've seen the way these pitchers have been able to settle down. Still early in the showing for Michaela Dixon here.
And she came out of that mound meeting smiling. So that right there just shows me, you know, that's composure. And there's a great pitch to start that at bat outside off the edge of the bat. We've already seen that Milan Torres likes that outside pitch. She's going to chase that. That's how she went down swinging the first time. And so right there coming back to it was Michaela Dixon and getting ahead of the count here early. The 0-1 pitch. And that one outside and high. 1-1.
A lot of speed on these base pads right now. And we see Coach A.J. Andrews in the shot. That's a perfect shot. I know that wasn't intentional, but.
There's a shot into center field, and that ball's going to get down. Here comes the play at the plate. Not going to be in time as that gets away from the catcher. Now we're going to have a little something with Charisma White, and she is safe underneath it and gives a little extra attitude to the catcher because it's an all-star game, and that's what you do.
A little stare down. We said the speed was going to be critical on these base pads, and you see Charisma taking advantage of that overthrow to home, and she was able to slide right in. A little tricky magic from the Blue Devil.
A 2-run single from Milan Torres right there, and just like that, we've opened up. Did I call it, Simone?
You did, I guess.
I guess. I'm not saying I'm a softball guru.
I wouldn't say
no,
that either.
I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
So which one is it?
I like to watch sports. I like to watch sports. I watch them. And that brings us here now to the bottom of the fifth. It's 3-0. Team AJ Andrews out in top. Runners on second and third. Still just one out here in the inning. And now a chance for Leah Bird to come in, the Auburn commit, to come in and do some real damage and stretch this one all the way out.
3 SEC commits in a row in this lineup. 2 Texas A&M, and then you have an Auburn commit coming up to the plate with only 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position.
I tell you what, a couple of more runs, they're going to open this thing up, and I might be seasoning greens and getting the macaroni and cheese ingredients ready in just a little while.
You cooking?
Oh yeah. You know, I like to drop a little turkey in the grease. A little deep fried turkey never hurt nobody. I don't eat that stovetop for all y'all out there on that stovetop.
You don't use stovetop?
No. We like to get real breadcrumbs and make dressing. This is the South. They're ranging back right there. Great play. Oh, what a turnaround. And what a play to gut it. And you got to give her a high five. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. What an
Dyami Meredith. Dyami Meredith shows you how to put an inning to an end and stop a run.
Incredible throw to home there, right in time to end that inning, stop that bleeding. It could have got ugly if that throw wasn't made from Dyami.
Dyami Meredith ranging back to her left, getting it, and in the spin, in one motion, throwing it into home and gunning the opponents at the plate.
Oh, wow. Let's see that again.
Give you another angle of it here. A nice little stroke right there by Leah Bird. Thought she might have had a CNI single, but it hung up there just a little bit long. And in just one motion and one pivot, that ball was sent there, and I tell you what.
And Coach Aaliyah Andrews absolutely loves it.
And Aubrey Moore could not believe it. Just watch Moore here as she was ready on the tag, and we are bang on this one. Gets back, and just watch the catch and the pivot. It's all one fluid motion, and, oh, you talking about hung out to dry. Talk about hung out to dry. Aubrey Moore couldn't do anything but accept the decision on that one.
You know, game recognized game. You have to just accept that was an incredible throw by Dyami.
And I tell you what, Dyami Meredith is due up this inning to bat. I believe she's leading it out. I wouldn't be surprised if she comes in and does something extraordinary, triple, double, maybe a home run. Just the type of momentum that can be created from a play like that. That might be the medicine that Team Aaliyah Andrews needs to get back into this one and get evened up as they've fallen down to a 3-run deficit right now.
Yeah, they're going to need to get something going. We saw that they can get on base. Again, top of the first, Team Aaliyah Andrews had the bases loaded. They weren't able to capitalize. But we know that they can get on base. Like we said, one swing is all it takes. A little momentum from a great throw there defensively can juice up your bats as you step up to the plate. And Coach is absolutely loving it.
Woo! Some good softball being played around here.
Yeah, we've had 3 great games now.
Indeed, we have. Now, the only thing the Team Aaliyah Andrews has to do is to complement their great defensive efforts with some points on the board. They have to get some runs on the board. You know, you can play all the great defense in the world, but if you don't have no RBIs associated with that.
So what do you think is going to happen since you know everything?
What do I think is going to happen?
Yeah.
I think Jordan Hammond is going to come in here right now and pick right back up where Jordan Hammond, what we've seen out of her in the last 2 innings. She's been a hard cookie to hit.
Yep.
And so I'm not quite certain if they're going to be able to handle what she's hurling out the circle right now. But like we said, the hero of last inning, Dyami Meredith, starting off this inning right now here at the plate. And she'd like to keep that momentum going now. If she gets a hit right here, this place could explode. That dugout could erupt. Oh, there's a strike called, and I think you got to protect the giblets. talking to the home plate umpire there, he got a little
We're going to have
cross.
to cut off your mic soon.
Yeah, he got a little crossed up right
You're
there.
not on vacation yet, Chef.
I'm just saying, it's a necessity to protect. And he had a close encounter of the second kind right there. We've all been there.
Shout out to our umpires. They've been thugging it out. Some long nights.
Two one pitch. And that one called a strike. It may have tailed back over the outside corner of the plate. Again, the home plate umpire has the best vantage point.
He definitely trying to, get his mind back right after that scare.
Deami Merritt is still hanging in there. 2 balls, 2 strike. And that one way outside, trying to see if they can
Coach
get it
in
a
the
chase.
way. Coach in the camera.
And 3 balls, 2 strikes now. The 3-2 pitch. And that was sprayed down to third base. Great hands right there by Kamacharia. And she's able to get it over to first for the first out of the inning. Easy work right there by Rhea Kamacharia over at third base for the first out of the inning.
Kamachara from Atlanta playing at Wheeler High School right now. Going to be headed to Augusta University soon.
Excited to see her out here in her senior season. Foul ball called as Jada Pinkins will come back down and rewind that one and restart from the beginning here. 1 strike.
Trying to get something going offensively for our orange team. We have our Harvard commit at the plate. Already talked about how impressive that is to be recruited by Harvard.
Had a chance to talk to Rhea Kamacharia yesterday in the dugout, the standout Wheeler player. She actually knew my little sister, played for my little sister over at Wheeler prior to her passing away. So it's good to see someone off of that team really, really coming out here and making impact and being a part of this Minority Prospects program. I know how proud my little sister was of Alex because they worked together at Osborne High School right before the time where he came up and generated this idea and put these things into work. And, she was able to see him advance this organization to what it is. And then to see one of her players come through that process and be standing out here on this field as an All-American, I like that. It's a real full circle moment.
Yeah,
real full circle moment for me yesterday in that dugout.
That's awesome knowing that, people are still
pouring in. And Ty, that one almost came up here in the studio with us. Who got hit in the head? Oh, with blue shirt?
Did he really?
The Ricochet came back down and got him. Yeah. This a lovely booth that we're in right now. Very well built brick structure. Great for reflecting balls in every direction. So, heads up is the name of the game. And strike 3 called on the outside corner on the Harvard commit, and she will head it back to the dugout. Pinkins froze by that one and looking like, are you certain? I think we ought to give him enough time to make a decision on that one again.
So Jordan Hammett gets her first strikeout. She's thrown a lot of great pitches. That's her first strikeout of the game.
And that's going to bring number 2 to the plate. That's Brianna Darling, the speedster out of Hackensack, New Jersey. And she looks at a first pitch ball. Now the run up to put a slap hit in play. Never brought the bat through the zone. 2 balls, no strikes.
I do like this setup, this view.
Oh, from the press box?
Yeah, I like the way the window, open.
I'm more of a glass all-around press box kind of guy. And I'm not really a concrete structure press box kind of guy. But,
You know, some people have that glass that's really foggy.
Yeah, yeah. You take it how it comes. I'm very impressed with the facilities here at Morrow High School. I love what Clayton County has done to pour into this school. I can tell you when I was in high school and we played Morrow High School and anything, yeah, it was like traveling into a different time zone and dimension. just we were just going 8 miles to 9 miles away from our school, but it was a very old
Ooh,
building. As that ball gets off of the glove of Leah Bird, great hustle by Aubrey Moore to come over and catch the
yeah.
Kareem to keep the runner set at first. But on the base pass right there now is Brianna Darling.
That was great recovery grab from Aubrey Moore. That could have got into the outfield and it would have been trouble.
Yeah, especially with a speedster like Darling running the base pass, she definitely could have legged that out into a double. As she gets to moving, and there you see it on that pass ball.
She said, "Hey, I'm getting a second regardless."
And then the wide turn just to make sure that ball was secured or she was going to keep on going. Jolie Matthews now with a chance to put her team on the board with a runner in scoring position and no outs. That pitch missing. I believe we do have one out as Kamacharia got that first out at third base to start the inning. Was that this inning?
It was a
It was a
strikeout.
strikeout on Meredith. Yeah.
Harvard commit struck out.
Okay. Things are moving fast here.
Yeah, you reminiscing on your
Well,
high school days.
well, I'm wondering if it's two outs because this is the inning that Meredith led off, isn't it?
No,
Did we move through the other inning that quickly?
yeah, we've been moving fast. It's one out from the strikeout.
And that was popped up. More ranging over. And that's it. And that is the third out
Oh,
of the inning. So,
I apologize, Chef.
yeah,
You on your game.
once again, Mr. Shepard knows.
I would never question you again.
Mr. Shepard pays attention to the softball.
He's a multitasker. Can reminisce and
The game of
keep score.
the game of softball is like a one-man flu to Mr. Shepard. Mr. Shepard the only one catching it. Mr. Shepard the only one coming down with it.
Somebody brought it to her.
Concession.
Not just right.
We're moving into the bottom of the sixth inning here. Our score 3-0, Team Green over Team Orange is the MSP 2025 All-American game. We'll be right back with you after this. We're back to the action here. Bottom of the sixth inning, ready to begin. 2025 MSP All-American game. Team of A.J. Andrews in the green, team of Leah Andrews in the orange. Team A.J. Andrews leads right now 3-0, and they'll look to stretch that lead here going into the as we go into the bottom of the sixth.
Absolutely want to put on some more insurance runs. We saw yesterday how the team that was in a drought for most of the game came out in the sixth and was able to have a come from behind win. So Team A.J. Andrews definitely trying to get some insurance runs here.
Danae Moraine at the plate. Georgia Tech commit. Michaela Dixon on the mound.
So we have
in the circle, rather.
2 Georgia Tech commits between these 2 rosters. We have Jordan Lewis, and we also have Shania Gibson.
That's right. Well, we have Danae Moraine.
I must not have.
Danae Moraine and Shania Gibson. That ball headed outside for ball 4.
They put Georgia Institute of Technology for her and Georgia Tech for everybody else.
Oh, yeah. It's the same. It's the same place.
They got me tripped up. So we have 3 then.
And stepping to the plate right now is Haley Jones-Calise.
So Georgia Tech, the college with the most commitments between these 2 rosters.
Glad to see Georgia Tech definitely paying attention to the Atlanta area with higher regards these days.
Definitely want to keep that Georgia talent at home.
Haley Jones-Calise stepping in. Runner on first base. Infield back. And outside corner. Called a strike right there. Great pitch by Michaela Dixon.
Michaela Dixon, this is her second appearance, looking for her first strikeout, but she's thrown a lot of great pitches so far regardless.
Dixon headed to Clark Atlanta University, and she's going to do very, very well
in the SIAC.
She's going to be very hard to hit from out the circle. And Haley, great pitch to steal on right there by Danae. Danae choosing a good pitch to go on and in there easily.
So runner in scoring position already for Team A.J. Andrews, up 3-0. No outs.
And ball 4 to Jones-Calise. And now 2 runners on, no outs here. And things could really, really get out of hand really quick if they don't get an out on this board.
Jada Young steps into the box. Pit commit.
And Jada pops that one up, infield fly. And pulled down really quick by Diami Meredith, who moved in from her center field duties in the second base. She's the one that we saw make that great inning-ending play last inning.
Yep, she's had a couple of good plays. She had the reach back after the slip, too, at second.
That's right. And Savannah Griffin now in the box.
Good adjustment from Coach Aaliyah Andrews.
Difficulty picking up the umpire's call on that first pitch. It's called a ball. That one outside the zone as well. So now behind in the count goes Dixon. 2 balls, no strikes. Danae Moraine on second base. Haley Jones-Calise on first. Nobody out, or 1 out rather. And there's a slow roller towards third. Only play is going to be the first, and there's not going to be a play at all. Unable to field that cleanly was Brianna Darling, and now the bases are loaded. And the bases are loaded for Jordan Hammett. And now this thing could really get opened up if Jordan Hammett can come in and swing that bat.
Just a little fumbled ball there. Could have maybe been a double play if it was fielded quickly, but now the bases are loaded.
Fayetteville State commits swinging on the first one. That ball is dropped, so it's going to be safe and safe.
Uh-oh. Crowd talking.
They called it out at first. The ball was dropped, so it's not a clean. There was no on the transfer. The ball was dropped on the tag, so that should be the runner advancing. So we did see one run come across the plate, correct?
Yes.
And the umpires are going to talk this one over. But on the tag, on the run by, Kylie Lawrence tagged Jones Calais and safe there. So everybody's safe. So everybody's safe there as the call on the field is overturned. And that one run is going to cross, and we're still one out here.
And the bases
and with the
still
bases loaded.
Bases still juiced, only one out, and Team AJ Andrews just creating a lead that's going to be very hard for Team Aaliyah Andrews to dig themselves out of.
Now to the plate, number 14, Mariah Walker. And we've seen Mariah come through with some extraordinary defensive plays today at shortstop and at third base. Now this is her opportunity to make a little bit more damage with the bases loaded here and one out. And there's a slow roller taking Lawrence to her left with a quick throw to second.
But another
De'Ami Meredith covering one for the out.
But another run scores.
5-0 the score.
So they're saying 4-0.
The score is 5-0 now with runners on the corners and two outs.
I made sure I parked
And
back.
And a big cut to start that at bat, fouling that one off was Tayari Simmons. Tay Simmons, the University of Northwest Florida University commit. And that ball doesn't find the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Tay Simmons.
We see Coach Andrews right there. Liking what she's seeing from her team.
Runner moving. Throw down to third, not in time. And Walker heads on down to to second with that stolen bag. So now 2 runners in scoring position, and Tay Simmons with a chance to break this one wide open. That one low and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike now. And Tay can expect to see something good to hit here. The 3-1 pitch. And that was sent over to the other side. Right there on top of it was De'Ami Meredith. And she almost thought that the underhand flick that she sent over there, that she did it a little bit too high. But everything was fine. And the third out gathered. It's the top of the 7th inning. We're 3 outs away right here from the conclusion of this game. It's going to take 5 runs from this Orange All-American squad to keep this one going. Wow, the hustle down the line right there by Tay Simmons. And I swear she almost beat that one out, but she did not. But She made that a way closer play for a ball hit to second base, moving the second baseman towards first base. So that's some real speed. Okay. So we saw Shemaya Williams start this game off on the mound. From there, we saw Jordan Hammett, and now we're seeing Shemaya Williams brought back to the mound.
Yeah, they want Shemaya Williams in here closing this one out. Shemaya had 3 strikeouts. So let's see if she can close this game out for Team AJ Andrews. Coaching against her sister, Aaliyah Andrews. Right now, AJ's team looking good. They can hold on here.
My one concern with Shemaya right now coming into the game in this point, in this situation and scenario, she started the game kind of cold, and if you remember what happened in that first inning, she came in, walked 2, loaded the bases. Now, she was able to get out of that with no run scoring or whatnot for some good defense and settle down during that second inning. But now you're bringing her back right now 5 innings later.
Yeah.
She hasn't thrown. I've seen her have 1 at-bat during that time. And you just have to wonder, is she going to be able to come right back in and pick up where she left off?
We shall see. She did have 3 walks, I believe, before throwing those 3 strikes. Now we're getting a little precipitation.
The rain's starting to fall as Madeline Tingle, Butter Tingle, steps in.
We should have asked where that nickname came from.
Yeah, we'll make sure we have that for the showcases that take place during the spring. And we get a chance to bump into her out here on the MSP Trail.
Center fielder from Snellville, Georgia, currently uncommitted.
Tingle looking at a 3-0 count, and that's 4 balls. And this is exactly what I was talking about, bringing Williams back in when she was cold in that first inning, unable to find the strike zone, comes right in here, walks the leadoff batter, and brings up, that's going to bring up Michaela Dixon.
Michaela Dixon just pitched that last inning. Now trying to get something going offensively.
5 straight balls now in a row.
And the rain's starting to pick up a little bit.
6 balls in a row as Williams unable to find the strike zone so far here in the top of the 7th. Look at frustration on her face after that last pitch. And there's one that she put right over the plate. And you can tell she didn't want to put it there. And was able to get away with it. 2 balls, 1 strike here now. And there's a hard shot down the second. Unable to come up with it cleanly. It was Hammett, but able to keep it in front of her and get it over to first base. For the out, Mariah Walker now moving over to first base. Williams delivering again inside for first pitch ball. Madeline Tingle, the runner on second. And there's a strike right down the heart of Atlanta. Let's say she threw that one right down Peachtree Street. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, the off-speed pitch and able to handle that one and send it into right field was Nia Langley, and Langley still on her horse, and she's going to be all the way around for a stand-up triple and the first RBI of the game for her team. And just like that, the score moves to 5-1 off of a brilliant piece of hitting right there by Nia Langley.
Yep, Team Aaliyah Andrews just fighting to stay alive, one run at a time, one hit at a time, and now they're building a little momentum. Still a lot of work to do, but like you said about bringing in a pitcher cold after not throwing for a few innings could be a little bit of trouble. And then we have the rain element as well.
And I tell you got to credit Langley for her poise at the plate right there. She fought off or showed discipline and not chasing those inside fast pitchers that were just off of the plate. She fought off a couple of fastballs and then got that off-speed pitch and just went with it, drove it right into the empty spot in right field. Instead of trying to do too much with it, went right with it, and and the result shows. She's standing on third with a stand-up single. A stand-up triple.
Yeah, especially being patient given the situation. You could try to chase and try to be a hero, down 5 runs, but being patient, taking the pitches that you want, and now being rewarded for it.
With just one out, Aaliyah Andrews elects to hold Langley at third on that pass ball. 3 balls, no strikes now to Kylie Lawrence. And just like that, we find ourselves in the midst of a little drama. We got a little drama brewing. And that's ball 4 as that one tails inside.
Uh-oh.
Runners at the corners now.
Uh-oh, shit.
Nothing to worry about as of right now with the 4-run lead and only 3 players involved with the action. But if Raven Hodrich can manage to get on or get a runner on and get on herself. Oh, the fake throw down to second. And attempt at third to pick her off, unsuccessful.
We saw the drama last night in game 2 last night, how the team that was trailing the entire game was able to rally late and take the win.
Coach Andrews coming out to the.
He said this would be the end of the ball game.
No, he was saying at the end of this inning.
Okay.
If they don't score. But right now, Coach wanted to talk to Williams in the circle, bringing her a dry towel out there. The ball is getting wet, harder to find the strike zone. The tension is mounting here in the top of the 7th. All the makings of a great ending to another softball game here. Elements starting to be a factor here. And Raven Hodrich. Now you have an empty bag. You have an empty bag at first. So you can be careful with the way that you pitch Raven. Because you do have somewhere to put her. But once you put her there, you're going to have to deal with Maya Johnson. Or Mia Johnson. There's a strike.
Needed that.
Oh, no, he called it a ball. 3 balls, no strikes.
Oh, goodness.
And not a heads-up play right there. Not a heads-up play right there by Langley. And she's gunned at the plate, trying to steal home, thinking that ball had gotten past the catcher. Did not. And she was able to field that easily although it was ball 4.
But now,
Yeah, the run didn't score.
and now you don't have that runner on third anymore. So 1 out away here for Team AJ Andrews. It's gotten a lot tougher for Team Aaliyah.
Mia Johnson at the plate here, and there's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Shemaya Williams on the mound trying to close this one out. Kylie Lawrence at second. Raven Hodridge on first.
1 strike away for Shemaya.
Mia Johnson at the plate, looking at a 1-2 pitch. The 1-2 pitch. And tap down the first base, going to be handled easy by Mariah Walker. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the ball game. It is in the books. The 2025 MSP All-American game is in the books with Team AJ Andrews pulling out the victory over Team Aaliyah Andrews 5-1 here at Morrow High School at the Mustang softball field in Ellenwood, Georgia. With that out, the Minority Softball Prospects 2025 National Showcase comes to an end. Make sure to follow MSP Minority Prospects on all social media platforms. Go on, find out how you can register your child to either be a part of the program or to be a part of some of the numerous free clinics that take place around the nation all year long. I'm Mike Shepard on behalf of Simone Stanley, our whole production crew with Roy Evans and the gang. We thank you for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you the next time. And until then, be safe and have fun.